if I'm being honest with you guys, man, I was a nervous wreck, and it was I think a lot of the things that my head was telling me was to pull out of the fight. I just didn't like the way the knee injury was and the situation, the opponent that we had with the particular injury that we had. Obviously, we did want to get into some wrestling, but I didn't know how we were going to be able to wrestle without having the cardio the last 3.5 weeks, as well as the stability of the knee. And man, I just got to give all the credit to Francis, dude. Like that guy's willpower, his mental capacity, what he wanted to do. He just was unwavered the entire camp. And that's from what I saw. I mean, he might've went home and was freaking out as much as I was, but I think when we got together as a team, we just tried to keep our composure and make sure we weren't freaking out for one another. But man, he did an amazing job. And, Coach Dewey Cooper had to take over a lot of the stuff because we basically made Dewey a punching bag for Francis all camp. So yeah, man, it was a tough one for sure.
Did he ever give you the inclination that he was close to pulling out?
Not really. We had kind of that, come to Jesus moment last Friday before we left. We got word from a second opinion doctor out here in LA that he was adamant that Francis should pull out. He thought that he could ultimately lose, a year and a half to 2 years after a full knee reconstruction if that leg would have gone wrong, something would have gone wrong. And we got that word last Friday. We had practice that day, so we all met at the PI, and that's kind of when I just said, like, dude, what are we doing here, man? Like, I love you, bro. You're my brother. But I gotta, as your coach, I do have to tell you what I think is right. And this is what I feel is right in this situation. But if you as the fighter say that you're going to fight, I'm going to have your back 110%, but I can't live with myself without telling you how I truly feel. This isn't about anything other than your safety and, your legacy, in my opinion. So we agreed upon what we were going to do was we're going to come to California fight week. We were going to meet with the doctor out here in LA. The moment we landed, we actually went right to his office and basically waited outside, and he came out, and I could tell by his face, I'm like, oh, we're fighting. So once we knew that, man, I didn't bring his knee up once. I didn't say anything about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore because that's, as far as I'm concerned, is behind us. We're going to fight with what we got.